последняя часть эпизода первого. Поэтому осматриваемся. Кардинал.
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, the sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Wollner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
Well, I must admit, Your Eminence, indeed it does worry me.
I understand. But continue to have faith in Sarah. You'll see, I'm sure, that in a few days we'll all be laughing together.
That's all I hope for, Your Eminence. But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Well, go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
Нет, не хочу.
On that last word, then I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
А то еще на полчаса. Так, что тут?
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
Так, ключа у нас нет, давай взламываем. 5 банки. Змея там, не?
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Угу. Так, мы здесь все. Ничего. Так. Бабочки. Больше ничего. Да?
Amber crystals.
Еще осколок янтаря получили. Ключ с оккультными символами земля. О! Вот это я понимаю, библиотека. Ой, и там-то... Ё-моё. Это целое... Это... Нет места. Золотой эликсир.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Так, мед. И давайте один мед вот так вот сделаем. И этот возьмем. Все. Теперь я спокойно. Что? Мы не пропустили. Тут что? Манускрипт?
Pages out of an old encyclopedia.
Это что? Может, можно было вниз? Нет. О, вот тут вот все должно быть, да. У него тут свой Эрмитаж. Единственное, мне вот эти
All
вот
eyes
шторы не
size you
нравятся.
Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now? Celia. That name means nothing to me.
Так, слава богу, нас не пускают наружу. Так, тут можно посидеть, да? Может быть, мы сидя что-то увидим. А тут монетка, да?
A drachma.
Так, осмотреть самостоятельно мы не можем. Я думаю, она где-то в глубине будет, но я хотела бы еще тут пробежаться. Что это?
Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
Янтарь.
Amber crystals.
Так, все, у нас увеличилось очко очки действия на 1 единицу.
A fragment of amber.
Еще янтарь. Так, тут что лежит? Монета. Нет места. Тайна вечеря.
The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci.
The last day before his crucifixion, Jesus announces that he will be betrayed by one of his disciples.
A painting with no name.
Может быть, это он? Мортимер. А вот медуза. Ай, бедняжка.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword.
Герой, вооруженный мечом.
A hero with a
С
lantern.
лампадой.
And the last one
И
holding a
последний
shield.
со щитом.
I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand.
Ага.
The Origin of Myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the Gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon, the Medusa.
В общем, я сейчас найду, как это сделать, иначе это надолго. Подумать о расположении. Солдат со щитом. Щит. Щит герою с мечом. Меч к медузе. Так, а медуза к щиту, ну понятно. Ох. Что это там происходит? Боже мой, хочется бежать. А Мортимер все это время сидит и наблюдает за нами, да, как мы это все разгадываем. Ему-то не вдомек, как это все делать надо. А картина одинаковая.
For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
Ответить вопросом на вопрос, так что...
Oh, yeah? So tell me what you're doing here. Yeah, just like me.
Probably, but I asked the question first.
Well, then we'll pretend you haven't asked me yet.
What about
Моим
a
же
little
салом, мне же
gallantry,
по
Louis?
мусалу,
Come
да?
on, I'm listening. What are you doing here?
Перевести вопрос — это этикет. Предложить, не тратить время — эрудиция. Пошутить. Сложность 2. Давайте эрудицию включим.
Listen, this isn't one of Madame Scootery's soirees. There's no room for courtesy in a place like this. I promise in any other circumstances, I would try to show a bit more spirit in my efforts to amuse you. For today, I suggest we focus on the rather obvious fact that we are both interested in spying on our host.
I congratulate you on your knowledge of fashionable soiree of the 12th century, but you have just ruined the ambiance, Louis. Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine, and if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh, yeah, in your dreams. At your service, madam.
Естественно, он там... Ну, перевод, конечно, ну ладно, какой есть. И на том спасибо. В твоих мечтах, сказал он ей. Смотреть символы. Кто это? Оккультизм.
The heavenly symbols refer to Pandora's box. Emily, I'm pretty sure I've got Pandora's box.
Of course you have. You see an earthen pot and you immediately assume it can only be Pandora's box. Logical. What I like about you, Louis, is that you never fail to surprise me.
Открыть крышку.
The heavenly symbols refer to
сделан.
Pandora's box. Emily, I'm pretty sure I've got Pandora's
Блин.
box.
Of course you have. You see an earthen pot and you immediately assume it can only be Pandora's
И
box.
диалог скипнуть нельзя.
Logical. What I like about you, Louis, is that you never fail to surprise me.
Ну, давайте откроем.
Emily, what if I open the jar? Would that then make man responsible for all the evils?
Try. It'll make a change. All right, can we move on now?
I do love your irony, but honestly, are you ever impressed by anything you see?
By a chamber pot? No, you really
Это ночной
do need to be
горшок.
better than that.
Горшок закрой. Приз получен, смельчак. А если бы мы не открывали, то был трус, да?
A
Золотую
golden
руну.
fleece.
It's freezing. Hurry up.
Быстрее я замерз. Советовать ей накинуть шкуру.
Cold? You want a rug? It'll warm you up.
I wouldn't be caught dead in that horrible thing.
That's a pity. The gold color brings out your eyes.
And your flattery brings out your boorishness.
An
Прикольная
unofficial
вещь.
gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
The Gospel According to Judas, or How to Crucify Jesus as Part of God's Plan. You do realize that the contents of this book could undermine the very foundations of Christianity.
One more reason to leave it in the secret room of a lost manor on a private island.
Do you realize how important this book is?
Of course, but what I really want to know is how did it come into Mortimer's possession?
I was thinking the same thing about all the paintings and sculptures in the manor. I bet you've read them cover to cover.
Naturally.
Really? I'm curious. Tell me, what part stood out the most to you?
The passage where Mary says to Joseph, "Hey, you, shut up."
In other words, you haven't even opened one.
Так, тут на стеллаже ничего вроде не пропустили.
Hey, Mortimer is the author of this work. It talks about his passion for art.
А это что? 5 монета. Все?
Guess what I found?
The Holy Grail.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath. I can just see Mortimer dressed in a toga, wearing a laurel wreath, strutting around his manor all day long.
You have a curious idea of Mortimer.
Why? He's eccentric, like all the English are, isn't he?
Well, if Peru stands for French grace, then if I were you, I wouldn't be making that sort of remark.
Oh, looks like a pamphlet on different political regimes, written by Mortimer himself.
You should see this sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
Brass quillons and knobs. A beautiful cruciform line. Judging by the wear and the technique used to forge it, this sword dates back to the Crusades, and it must have belonged to
Это
a
этот,
wealthy
что ли,
man.
они хотят сказать?
There's a date. MCXC 1190. That's right. Forged for the Crusades.
It really does look like Joan of Arc's sword.
The famous Maid of Orleans. One of your favorite historical heroines.
You bet. Given the number of English butts she kicked.
And we all know where that got her. When you finished playing, maybe you can help me search the place?
Да ты, может, отойдешь от одного стола. Вот что-то и ходит, блин. Хотя бы вокруг бы
Amber
походила.
crystals.
Ой, я ж там
Here's
еще хотела.
something interesting. A manor in Maine, hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia, properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old, and all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention.
How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
See those fine scratches around the words?
Yes, and?
The ink barely spreads on the paper. It spreads exactly the same way on the signature. The deed was written using the same ink. If it is a fake, then it's a professional job. Several people have played the part of Mortimer, a part that has been passed down from generation to generation. Different men, but with one sole identity.
An intriguing hypothesis, and yet less twisted than some of my previous cases.
At last, you finally agree with me about something.
These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she came for?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess, these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take? Why keep such a collection hidden in a secret room? Any thoughts?
Mortimer has every reason in the world to conceal it, even if only to keep it from people like us.
Hey, Emily, we're not thieves. We're only looking. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something. What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar.
Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you, Louis?
Я не хочу, чтобы с вами что-то случилось. Я не собираюсь вам отвечать сначала сами. Это убеждение, что ли? Ну, вообще-то, а у нее слабость к психологии.
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little.
If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
That's it? I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese. But I've nothing to gain by confiding in...
Одурманивание. Вы приняли 4 стимулирующих средства во время выполнения задания. Или отравили. Шкала времени больше не отображается во время разговоров. Вот так вот.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone. You have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
Ого, 6 штук.
Pragmatic, intelligent, sure of herself. Her only weak spot is her difficulty talking about herself.
I don't know much about your past, but I'm guessing you had to get by on your own for much of your life. It might have closed you off, and that can be a disadvantage. It might be time for you to open up and risk a little trust. Not every man you meet wants to hurt you.
Yes, you may be right. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
Ну, что делать? Подожди.
Yes, it's perfectly clear. You're already working with someone.
Ah, well spotted, Louis. I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me. But I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is...
Обладательница, похоже, камея.
Your sister. She's your partner. She's the one you're looking for.
Well, I am impressed. How the devil did you guess I had a sister? Virtually no one even knows. When it comes to getting results, you are very good. I grant you that.
Цицерон.
You deserve to know why the sight of the cameo pendant affected me so strongly. I thought it belonged to Emma, my twin sister.
Oh. Now I get why you said you had a memory for two.
Yes. You can't imagine to what extent, though. As children, everyone got us mixed up. So one day we decided to play along. Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman with two faces.
Clever. But isn't it complicated? How do you make it work?
One of us has no existence in the outside world. We share everything. First for one, then for the other. We dress the same, wear the same makeup, we speak the same. We've learned to act as one. When we accept a mission, we both turn up. This time, though, she went ahead, and I was meant to wait for her on the mainland. She was meant to meet Sir Home and bring back the details, so we could work out who would follow up.
And there was a problem?
She was supposed to return from Mortimer's 1 week ago. The boat turned up at Plymouth, but alas, no trace of my sister. Instead, a sailor passed me a message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart. That's strange. Maybe their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility, but up to now I haven't found a trace of either of them.
None of this is very reassuring.
By the way, Louis, now that you are in on the secret, you are obliged to keep it to yourself, or you will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
Скорее всего, в видении была, возможно, ее сестра. В самом первом, где он видел, как мать в нее стреляет. Он на мыша похож. Да, прикольно, мне понравилась игруха.
So, what do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
Ой.
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually,
Какие
this is not a good...
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do?
Естественно, идти с ней.
Sorry, Emily,
Возможно, это
I
последний
can't leave
раз.
Elizabeth like this.
All right, Elizabeth. How can I help?
Thank you. Come on, follow me.
Только не говори, что там у тебя паук.
I really need to talk to you, Louis, right now.
Does Lord Mortimer know the mess you've made of your room?
Listen to me, damn it.
Рыцарь
My
на белом
days are
коне.
numbered.
Elizabeth, I don't know if it's about my mother again, but I'm telling you, you've nothing to be afraid of. She didn't come here for you.
I saw her.
Saw who? You saw my mother? When?
Just last night. I went out to walk along the cliff top and I saw her in the distance. She tried to hide right away, but I'm sure it was her.
Are you saying you recognized my mother in the middle of the night while she was hiding?
Yes, Louis, I know it was her.
You just said she was far away, right? In the middle of the night. And the exterior of the island isn't exactly well lit.
Listen, I'm telling you, it was her.
Чё?
She doesn't hesitate on her answers. She's not trembling. She's really convinced of what she's seen. Did you talk to each other?
No, she was far away. I didn't make any noise, and then she was gone.
Have you told anyone you've seen her? Sir Home? Mortimer?
You don't understand. It's her. She's here.
Yes, I understand.
No, you're not listening. The moment I saw her, I was overcome by spasms. She's here. I'm telling you, it was her.
Ладно, ладно,
Yes.
успокойся.
I need something to calm me down.
Наливай давай. Что-то худенькие такие бокальчики.
I'll drink with you, but let's go easy on it, okay?
Мне нравятся ее татухи.
I don't know where she gets her rot cut from, but frankly, it's disgusting.
You know, Louis, when I came here, it was in the hope of getting help. I've only just now realized that I've been drawn here into a trap.
Ну так сваливай.
Whoa. The alcohol's gone to my head.
Хватит. Ай, вся в шрамах, бедная.
Here, the condemned's last drink.
Не каркай.
Man, I need to take it easy with the booze. At this rate, I won't last the night.
Let's go easy on the drinking, okay? Alcohol won't solve our problems.
Ugh. The second one isn't any easier.
So,
Чачу пьет,
do you
что
want to know why she did all those things to me, or not? Even if it changes the image you have of her forever?
What was she trying to cure you of then?
Of the one illness she never managed to treat me for.
Come on, Elizabeth. We have to finish what we started.
У него уже глаза закатываются.
I feel all dizzy.
There must have been a reason. Just tell me. Tell me what my mother treated you for.
She wanted to silence them!
What? What are you
Голоса.
talking about? Silence what?
The voices. The voices in my head. They speak to me, Louis. They've always told me what to do. They say
Ты
nasty things to me.
знаешь, в чем дело, слышишь голоса?
Elizabeth, are you saying that spirits talk to you?
You're right. Sometimes there are several voices. How did you know?
No, listen, I don't know anything. I'm just repeating what you said.
They want me. Want me just for themselves. They talk to me all the time. Yet your mother did everything to make them go away. Ever since I was little. And look at the result!
It's impossible, Mother. You spent your life trying to prove that the supernatural doesn't exist. Why punish this poor girl? Oh,
Пыталась мозги
shit.
вправить.
What has she done to you?
Uh-oh, Louis. Are you starting to believe me?
No, but
Too bad it's all been for nothing. They're still there, you know.
what do you mean? They're still talking to you?
All the time. Despite everything Sarah put me through, I still hear them. And here I am on a lost island, knowing that no one knows me. And I find myself here at the exact same time as her. You see? You understand? You sense it too. I'm going to die here. I beg you, tell me you believe me.
Ну и ладно.
I'm here, Elizabeth. I'm right here with you. And I do believe you.
Thank you, Louis. You know, despite what people might think, I'm not crazy.
Давай не наливай больше. Мы набухались.
My God, Elizabeth, how is this possible?
Welcome to my world, Lil Louis.
Что, начало нравиться?
Welcome to my life.
Советовать ей бежать с острова. Советовать ей... Не, ей бежать надо. Ее убивают.
Elizabeth, the whole story stinks of death. If I were you, I'd have left the moment you heard me speak about my mother. I don't know if she knows you're here, but if I had any doubt, I wouldn't take the risk.
Yeah, you're right. I can't stay here another minute. I need to get the hell out of here. I need to find a boat and get away. I'm not dying here.
Oh, I feel so dizzy.
You like my little concoction, don't you?
Нет,
That's rare.
What?
It no longer has any effect on me. but my guests generally don't appreciate me mixing alcohol with laudanum.
О боже.
What? You put
Наркоша.
laudanum in my drink?
In both. Don't worry, my little Louis. We'll sink down to the bottom together.
Oh man, I feel like puking. I really feel like shit.
I gotta get back.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm here now. I'll take good care
Тазик
of you,
принеси.
and then I'll leave.
Don't touch me!
Just leave.
If I get up, I'll fall.
А ты сейчас типа сидишь? О боже.
Oh, little Louis tired. Leave everything to me.
Ой, куда это с ножом пошла?
Just let go.
О боже. Так, не... Это неудача. Так, мы разгадали Медузу, нашли комнату Мортимера, узнали, что им или что-то скрывает, убедили ее раскрыть секреты, согласились составить ей компанию, но пошли набухались с Элизабет. И все. Восемь очков, товарищи, 8. Что мы можем взять за это? Я предлагаю... Так, психология нет. Вот допрос. Бдительность нам нужна. 5 очков. Я манала. Логика и ловкость. Выполняйте действия, требующие физической подготовки. Мне кажется, нам это может понадобиться. Я, наверное, возьму ловкость. Эрудиция. 2 очка. Эрудиция, наука. 3, 2, хитрость 4. Здесь убеждение 4. Ладно, 1, 2. Ух ты. 3. Ну, бдительность нам нужно поднять до 2. Ладно, бдительность, все. Приз получен. Огонь, вода и медные трубы. Конец 1-го эпизода. Приз получен. Дела давно минувших дней. Все. На этом закончился, а точнее 1-й эпизод, что я вообще уже язык не поворачивается. Игра мне понравилась. Жалко, что остальные части бесплатно раздавать не хотят, но оно и видно, игруха стоящая. Ну все, спокойной ночи.